breaking news out of the NFL as a couple of franchises are on the move. Let's start out west in Los Angeles as the Chargers, who just recently announced being sold to Amazon owner Jeff Bezos. They're moving back to San Diego, California. Bezos, who has been secretly building a brand new stadium. Nobody knew anything about who the owners were building this new open-air stadium. Finally been announced that it's Bezos who has been pumping money to build this new stadium, which is now complete. And the team is announced they're going back to San Diego where they belong. The NFL owners had an emergency meeting and approved the sale and the move, relocation 32-0. It was a unanimous decision. Also on the move, the Washington Commanders. They've been having issues with stadium for years. A stadium deal which was thought to be in place to be built on the old RFK stadium site fell through, and ownership has agreed to a deal to move the team to London. So the NFL will now have one permanent team overseas in London. They will also be rebranding themselves as the London Sentinels. And in a minor move, but an interesting one, the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans have agreed to a deal which will allow both teams to use the Houston Oilers logo. It's been a wide-known thing for years that the fans have wanted the Houston Oilers back. The Texans offered Tennessee a lucrative deal to get the rights back, and now the Texans are rebranding back into the Oilers with new uniforms that will debut this season. The Tennessee Titans will still be allowed to use the older Oiler uniforms, but both teams are in agreement that the Houston Oilers logo should continue on. Hello and welcome to the debut episode of Madden 27 for your Minnesota Vikings. How you doing, everybody? Eric Evan Twins 20 here. The day has finally arrived. The franchise is back. We're about to get into it. This game has been completely overhauled. You can see the new layout looks great. I've already set up the franchises, and as you saw in the previous segment, I've made a couple moves as commissioner. A couple teams have moved locations. The Chargers have left Los Angeles and went back to San Diego, where they're supposed to be, where they belong. So they're back in San Diego. The Washington Commanders couldn't get a new stadium deal done in Washington, District of Columbia, so they said, F you, we're out of here. And they're now moving to London. So the first full-time London team is now in place as the Sentinels. And the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans have reached an agreement to allow both teams to use the Oilers logo, the Texans full-time. And so they will be changing their look, and they are now the Houston Oilers. Everything else is still the same, although there's some rumblings about teams looking for new stadium deals. The Jacksonville Jaguars are looking for a new stadium deal. The Chicago Bears are looking for a new stadium deal and might be moving to Indiana. There's a lot of things going on, and there's also rumors of St. Louis making a strong pitch to get a franchise moved back there. They lost two franchises already with the Cardinals and the Rams more recently. St. Louis trying to get their team back and be back in the NFL, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. So no gameplay in this video. I should have my new controller. It's Friday the 21st of August. I should have my new game controller sometime tomorrow coming, and so I'll be able to play. In next episode, we'll have gameplay ready. So let's take a look at the team. Let's go to the roster. So they changed this. So when you start up a franchise, you don't have the choice of picking owner or coaches. It's strictly coaches. So you can still, as a coach, up and leave, relocate and rebuild. So that's what I did when I created a new character for Houston. Chargers and the Sentinels. Just went into each one, and then went into the stadium. I went to here, relocate, and that's what I did. So as you can see on the screen, you can see the Houston logo, you can see the London logo, and those are the only two, and San Diego, but they stayed the same. So, whoops, don't want to do that. So I got to go all the way back. Okay, here we go. We can upgrade some players. We're going to take a look at the roster first before we decide any moves. We're going to talk about these players because there's a lot to talk about. We're currently have $17.8 million in cap space. We have $255 million in player salaries. We have $14.5 million in reserve. We have $41.2 million in dead cap, and we have no incentive credits. So let's take a look at the. Hang on a second. I just want to see. Do we have an injury report? No. And I can't look up other teams' injuries because I don't have the because my L1 isn't working, so that's fine. We'll look at it tomorrow when I get my controller. So next episode we'll do that. So let's take a look at the roster. See what we're sporting with. So here's the quarterback room led by Kyler Murray. He has been named starter of the Vikings in real life. J.J. McCarthy backing him up. And then we have Carson Wentz, who re-signed, as well as Max Brosmer. Brosmer saves us $1 million if we cut him. Yeah, it's been a fun ride. We're going to get rid of Brosmer. Save $1 million. Sorry, kid. We're not going to carry 4 quarterbacks unless we have a complete stud. Kyler Murray's here on a $1.3 million deal. We could get rid of him, and it wouldn't cost us a thing. The Cardinals are paying pretty much his entire contract. So, unlike the Vikings, whose quarterback competition only lasted a few weeks, we're going to have ours run through preseason, and then I'll make the decision afterwards. So, at halfback, we have Aaron Jones, we have Jordan Mason, we have Xavier Scott, Damon Claiborne, who we drafted in this most recent draft, and then we have Jordan Mims. We're carrying 5 guys. This guy will save us another $1 million if we cut him, so I'm not going to keep him. I don't need 4 running backs. Or 5, excuse me. I'm going to stick with 4, and we're going to go from there. So we're already setting up clearance roster space because I see us signing some free agents. One in particular I'm definitely going to be going after. At fullback, the C.J. Ham era has finally ended after last season. He is retired and gone. And we drafted Michigan fullback Max Bredesen. We will be using fullbacks quite a bit, so I'm excited to check this kid out. He's a 67 overall. He's a rookie. So, for the duration of this franchise, barring any issues with his talents, we will be riding with Max Bredesen. I don't see us going after a fullback unless I just can't resist signing somebody, or maybe we move Bredesen to another position like tight end, but I don't see that happening. I think Max is here to stay for the whole duration of the franchise. Receiver, pretty standard. We have 6. Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Juwan Jennings, who we signed in free agency. Ty Felton's back. Dylan Bell, he's a rookie. And Miles Price. Miles will most likely be on special team. Tight end is a big issue, and it's a full roster. TJ Hawkinson, he's back. He's coming off a major injury a couple of years ago. We have Josh Oliver, whose penalty is more if we cut him compared to Hawkinson, which is weird. We have Gavin Bartholomew. We have Benjamin Yosek. And we also have Bryson Nesbitt. I like carrying 3 tight ends, so we're probably going to cut these as the last 2 dudes and save us some cash. It won't hurt us to cut these guys, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I have no interest in them. But tight end position, we're definitely gonna have to look at improving because I don't. Hawkinson can't stay healthy, and with what we're paying him, he's not producing. So we have to possibly look at something else. Left tackle, we're good with Darisaw. He's coming back from his injury a couple of years ago. We have a rookie, Caleb Tiernan. He's most likely going to be the heir apparent to Ryan O'Neal, which we'll discuss about in a minute. I'm actually going to move Tiernan over to right tackle because he will be the heir apparent. So we'll go ahead and move him. I don't have a problem with that. I got like three dudes right now besides Tiernan at right tackle, so we'll definitely be moving somebody over to the other side here. Donovan Jackson returns after a rookie season. It was pretty good. He's a 71 overall. And then we have Version Lee. Looks like he's a one-year veteran. Backing up. Center, we're going to definitely have to improve. This is really bad. We have Blake Brandel. We have Gavin Gerhardt. And we have Michael Juergens. Michael Juergens, there was high hopes for him, but he hasn't really stepped up and done much of anything. We're definitely going to be looking at improving at center. Right side, we have Will Fries leading the way. We're going to have to keep an eye on him. He's 28, 75 overall normal dev. We might improve at that position. We have Tomas Rymack, Delby Lemieux. I have some of these guys I never heard of. And Joe Huber, 62 overall and not doing much of anything. We're just going to go ahead and let him go. He can go somewhere else. I just don't have the space. Right tackle, the elephant in the room is Brian O'Neill. In real life, they re-signed him. But his age is caught up to him. He's 30. Injury issues have been coming up the last few years. We're going to have to probably say goodbye to him. We have Tiernan, who we just drafted. He's most likely going to take over. Then we have Walter Rouse, and we have Ryan Van DeMark. I'm going to cut this guy. And I'm going to move Rouse over to left tackle. So he's going to back up Darisaw. Okay. Left edge. This is a new position. Dallas Turner leads the way. Right edge, Van Ginkel. He's on the wrong side of 30. We might be trading him. We have Bo Richter as well. DTs, we have Jalen Redmond, Caleb Banks, who we drafted in the first round of this past draft, Dominique Orange, Big Citrus, who we also drafted, second or third round. So if we go to a 4-3, we got these two right up the middle. I think we are going to go to 4-3. Levi Drake Rodriguez, he's pretty good. Depth. Laudermilk, Johnson, Tamani. We got a lot of guys here that are eating up space. We're not paying them anything, and we can cut them easily. We're going to free up some more space. So we're going to clean all this up. Caleb Banks is going to be... Oh, hang on. Jalen Redmond's going to stick around. I might just move him to another position. We'll figure that out. Uh-oh. I think I cut somebody by accident. Well, somebody I just cut and I wasn't paying attention. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good. Okay. We have a Sam. That's a new position. Don't have anybody yet. A Mike, linebacker. Bryant Cashman. He's on the wrong side of 30. He's probably going to be traded. We have Jeff Golday, who we drafted, is a stud. He's a 67 hidden dev. We're going to build him up. Hang on to that guy for now. Eric Wilson, he's on the wrong side of 30. We have Ivan the Terrible Pace. We have Jamal Adams, who is on our team. He's healthy despite real life tearing a quad. He's out for the season in real life. And then we have this guy we're going to cut. Let him go elsewhere. Save us some money. I could probably cut. This would save us $3 million. We'll think about it. I'll think about it. Corners, it's pretty light. We definitely need a fixed cornerback position. I'm not gonna cut anybody because we're just tight. This guy though, I'm gonna highlight him. Charles or Chuck Dominguez, or Deming, excuse me. He's raising some eyebrows at practice. Why is he a 12 overall? Demings should not be a 12 overall. People are taking notice of him. That's not right. I'm gonna have to fix that because there's no way he's 12. He's not a 12 overall, so I'm gonna have to fix that. We'll fix that. Free safety, Theo Jackson, Javier Thomas, and Jay Ward. And at strong safety, Josh Metellus, Jacoby Thomas, excuse me, Jacob Thomas, and Kali Halsey. I don't know who this dude is. We're going to let him go. I'm sure you noticed that Harrison Smith is not there. He is not signed. He is not retired. He is a free agent. We'll make a decision on that in a minute. Will the Thrill Reichert, he's back. And then we signed Johnny Hackert, the punter, the longtime Ram punter. So we have depth at punter. So that's what we're dealing with there. So we're going to go ahead and immediately, before anybody else snags him, we are going to pick up Harrison Smith. I think they got him listed as there he is, free safety. And they've changed free agency too. Instead of before where you go to free agency during the season, you just automatically sign somebody for 1 year and that's it. Now they've changed it where you can give them different kinds of contracts and give them a contract offer. You can speak with the player. You can negotiate a contract. You can see what he wants. He wants a 1 year deal. And I want him in the building. He doesn't want a bonus. He doesn't want a no trade clause. He wants 3.15. We got an offer at 3.2. I'm going to throw him a bone. I'm going to give him a 4 year deal. I'm going to give him a 1 year deal with $4 million. I know what I can bring. Glad you reached out. Let's get into the details. I'm going to give him a signing bonus. That's where I want to be. I'm ready to put my name on it. So we gave him a $4 million contract for 1 year, and we gave him $1 million extra to sign. Harrison Smith is back with the Minnesota Vikings for 1 year, and this will probably be his swan song. So Harry the Hitman is back. I'm happy about that. So let's move on. Let's look at quarterbacks. We have Jimmy Garoppolo. I need a decent backup because Carson Wentz ain't gonna cut it, to be honest. So we're gonna have to look and see what we got here. He's a 68 overall. First of all, I'm gonna see what is Carson Wentz overall. He is a 67. It would cost me $2 million to cut him. Oh, I should probably hang on to him then. I'm still look at guys though. Free agency. Joe Mixon. Yeah, we're not signing Joe Mixon. I'm not gonna sign Tyreek Hill. Stephon Diggs is still a free agent. Not signing him. Najee, Bobby Wagner, Taylor Decker. Yeah. I have no interest in any of these guys. Mike White, no. Yeah, a lot of these guys, some of these guys are former Vikings, like Jaron Hall. I'm just not interested. There's just nothing. Yeah, I'm not interested. Center, Graham Glasnow. Is that the dude that was with the Lions? Or is that was Frank Glasnow, I predict. I think. Stats and career. He was in Detroit, okay. Well, that was a while ago. He must be the brother of Frank. He hasn't played since 2016. Yeah, we're not going to do that. So. We might just go trade for somebody. Zeitler. We don't really need a right guard. We're all right. Right tackle. I might get somebody else to back up Tiernan and O'Neal if we don't trade him. Defense, Joey Bosa. Ooh. He's a 79 though, and he's 31. Yeah, I don't know about that one. DTs, don't need them. Sam, we could get a Sam here. 72. Jacob Phillips. I'm going to pass on that. Bobby Wagner. As a Mike. 36. Shaq Thomas. What do we got? Corner here? No, Will. There's corners. Marshawn Lattimore. He would be a good depth piece for corners. We need help at corners. Trayvon Diggs, Stefan's brother, is available. He's 27. Let's bring him in. We'll bring Diggs in for a meeting. What does he want? 1 year? 3.6. Okay. See what he wants. Ready to contribute wherever you like. Let's talk. I'll give him a $2 million contract. See if he takes it. That's where I'm getting at here. I just need to understand why and how we can fix it. Breaking news, potential questions surrounding deal between the Vikings and Trayvon Diggs. Oh yeah, that's a new thing too. We're okay. Let's challenge the leak and try to control the story. Confidence and analytical players respect particular players may take it. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? Because of his, bet you his history. So this is part of the problem. We're making significant moves on the base salary. This is kind of commitment. So he's making 5.7. Hometown discount? No. Does he want another year? No, he doesn't. All right, I'll raise his base salary. Okay, so he's going to sign for 6.5. That's good. There will be no bonus. Doesn't look like there's any bonus. So we signed Trayvon Diggs. So we signed Trayvon Diggs and Harrison Smith. I'm still thinking about Lattimore. He's 30, but I'm contemplating. Let's give him a... Hang on. Give him a $500,000 bonus. I'm going to add a signing bonus. But it really hinges on the total value. That's where raise his salary by $670,000, so he'd make 5 something. Okay. I'm ready. Okay, so we signed Marshawn Lattimore. So we signed 3 pretty big free agents to help the secondary. So I'm happy with that. And I think we're going to leave it at that. So let's make a roster move. Let's make some trades before we end this episode. Oh, I turned practice squad stealing off. I've made it known in years past I hate practice squad stealing. And so I don't think it's fair, so I turned it off. So let's take a look. I want to look for a guard, a right guard. Fries is good, but he's up there. I want to look at center. Crap. I have a problem here. I can't do a trade because my L2 button's broken. So I need to pick a team that's got... Okay, I have an idea. Can do it this way. All right, we're gonna go try to right or wrong here. They have us. They need. Oh, that's right. Linderbaum's not with them anymore. I forgot about that. He's in Vegas. That's right. I wanted the Vikings to sign him, and they let him go. That's right. He's in Vegas. Well, guess what? We're gonna. Oh, there he is, right there. Tyler Linderbaum. Here goes my microphone. Sorry about that. Okay. I want to see offers. They don't want to trade him. Of course you don't. Well, we're gonna give you. Oh shit. Yeah, I can't do much anything here because my sticks are broken. What do they need? Wide receiver, strong safety, Mike. Okay, so they don't need them. I'm gonna see if they would take. If I offered him Will Fries. There he is. I might have. Declined. We don't feel this helps. Oh, they're not hardly interested at all. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait on trades because my controller won't let me, and I can't go over there. So we're just gonna hold off on trades until the next episode. We got a good start going here, so I'm gonna think about this, and then we'll get back to the moves. But I'm liking the team. Oh yeah, let's upgrade everybody here. I'm just going to go ahead and do it automatically. So, adjusted lineup. Yep. So, here's what here's what the team looks like right now. Offense pretty standard. Defense looks great. We got Big Citrus on the looks like on the right side or left side. Caleb Banks and Redmond. And then we got Van Ginkel, Cashman, Eric Wilson, Dallas Turner. I actually like this defense this way. Because you still got the 2 big men. You got Jalen Redmond in the middle. I actually don't mind this. Marshawn Lattimore's the number 2. Trayvon's the number 4. Isaiah Rodgers is number 3. Byron Murphy's number 1. Got the hitman back. He's over at free safety. Metellus over on strong. Yeah, I like this. So we're going to leave this episode here. And in the next episode, we'll, with the new controller, we'll work on trades. And then we will work on, we'll do some gameplay of preseason. And then do roster cuts, final roster cuts after we go through preseason. And then maybe some trades at the end of training camp. And then we'll get prepared for the Packers week 1 at home against them. So if you like this episode, hit that like button. Leave a comment if you like. Subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to help out with future projects or upgrade the channel, please visit Patreon. Or you can drop something in the old Cash App. You don't have to help, but any help is greatly appreciated. Until next time, peace out. And Skull Vikings.
Skull Vikings, let's win this game. Skull Vikings, honor your name. Go get that first down, then get a touchdown. Rock 'em, sock 'em, fight, 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 fight. Go Vikings, run up the score.